Alrighty, let's see where we're going with this. We are cool. Looks like we're cooking with gas. Make sure that I get the sound turned down. All right, today we're going to talk about why cash is king. There's been a lot of chit chat about credit is better than cash. Credit. Now, I have told you guys a long time ago that it was this new thing that was coming. And some people have chimed in the comments about it. I got some stuff up here. Oh well, we'll just do this with crud and eyes. In the comments, there was someone that's like, I have a 780 credit score and I couldn't get this car because I did not make enough cash. Once again, and you're starting to see this. You're starting to see people with good credit. They can't get things because they don't have enough income. And we're going to talk about that and some more things. One of the things that we've got to wrap our head around is the transition from being drunk on credit to actually having the cash to pay for stuff. Once again, I have two vehicles. They're paid for. They were paid for before they drove off the lot. I don't have any personal credit. I don't have any debt. What got me here? And you know, it's funny, but we're going to talk about this a little bit. It was online businesses. Going way back to 2000, I was selling on Craigslist, I was selling on eBay, selling on Amazon. And it was those online businesses that moved the cheese, so to speak, that set the stage, that made all the difference in the world. So I got a few announcements that are about to pop off. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get into them, because I don't know which screen is working. Let's see. Oh, all right, hold on a second. Let's see if it's that. Cool. And we still have sound. How about that? All right. So we're about to go through some links here. And there's some weird happening with the comments. I don't know why it's happening, but initially YouTube will hide some of the comments for a day or two, because there was one in here. But first thing we're going to hit up, the new YouTube notification page. If you're subscribed, you still need to get on this email list. Never miss that hot fire again. YouTube is a hater. They will not send you notifications. I don't care if you click, you tickle the bell, you do whatever. They're just not going to do it. YouTube still has organic reach, but they control a lot of the traffic. So I want you to go below, click this link, and get in the YouTube notification page. That's going to be the only thing that this email list will be used for. All right, so we're going to come back over here, and then we're going to make sure this one is working. All right, cool. What we're going to start doing, and before we get into that, I need to make some announcements. Let people know. All right, today, everyone should have been added to Money, Income, and Profit. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting a long time, but that should have been done. And if it wasn't done, we'll fix it this week. We had some crazy situations. I had a lot of stuff planned. Vanessa got sick. Computer crash. I had to overnight her computer. It was just madness. And this is one of the things that many people don't talk about with business. There's this lack of telling you the real deal. So that's the first thing. So if you were subscribing to H Undergrad and you were paying per month, let me say this again. Every month, your money was coming off your credit card, out your checking account. You should have been added. Also, as of today, which is March 11th. Anything that happened before, March 10th and March 9th, and so on all the way back, there's null and void. I see a lot of comments where people looking for free courses. We don't have any free courses. We're not doing that. I'm not going down that rabbit hole again. This week, I figured out a way to send emails, and some of you got these emails through Hustlers Kung Fu, the website, because I have everyone's email and I can just send emails. And I have all kinds of people hopping off of the email list. But guess who it is? Every time sometimes they would be cool, and sometimes they would be crazy rude. And every time I would go in there, it was the people who got the free courses. I was just blown away, and this is why I got rid of them. I am not going to download that email list and move it to my new email provider. No, because all they're going to do is contaminate it. What'll happen, and we're going to talk about this too, is I would upload that email list to the new email service, and what they will do is they would en masse jump off and unsubscribe, which would cripple my new email list. Now, once again, these are people out of the goodness of my heart. I tried to help have a better life, have them do more, have them be more. And the thanks I got was they screwed up my email list, and they're angry that I'm emailing them. And a few of them I said, well, no problem, I'm taking you off the list. And I was just being petty. I was a petty, and I just emailed them a screenshot of, oh yeah, you just had these 19 free courses, so since you want to be off, the courses disappear. And it's like, whoa, wait. They didn't even understand. See, this is the thing with free. People have the best intentions with free. They really do. They download it, they sign up for it, then a week or two later, they forget about it. But when they sign it up in that moment, they have the best intentions. They're not jacking up my new email list. Also, some of you know, and don't say anything in the comments. Once again, some of you already know about the new channel. Do not say anything in the comments. New channel has started, new mail channel. I am not going to link that channel to this channel. I am thinking about sending it to the email list because essentially everybody that was a member of Disruptive Mail, they got a notification. And I think I got like 200 subscribers. I just started this channel this weekend. It's going to be totally different. I don't know. I will not talk about that channel on this channel, because one of the things that happens, and this is very important in talking about setting up online businesses, is you will get people who they're petty, they're messy, and they don't really care about being a better person or making any money. They really don't care. They're just in the way. They're in the way of this process. They're in the way of people, because see, some of you are good, warm-hearted, hard-working people. You take this information, you run hard, you get success, you put in the comments, man, this has changed my life. Man, this is awesome. Thank you. All the time up in the comments, I get these. And I still have haters who's like, well, Les Glendon putting these comments up himself. Even though I'm here on live streaming, you can see my hands. I ain't doing that. But we're going on a new path here. We're going on a very new path. So once again, because I know I got people coming in, if you're a part of the old H undergrad, you're going to get this new stuff. All right, so let's go into this wonderful bean footage. Is that it? Let me see. Is this going to take me where I need to be? Yes. All right. So what we're going to do, it's been so hard to get all this set together. So if you remember the old H undergrad, you're going to get this and you're going to love this. What we're going to focus on is starting online businesses. I have enough offline business stuff, hustle business, plenty of that stuff. And this will probably be in line with another channel that I'm going to start. And I haven't figured out the name yet. I'm going to work on that tonight. But module 1 will be how to get your online business off the ground. And we will be talking about stuff that no one else is talking about, because I've been doing a lot of research. This is what's going to be in module 1. And no, you can't buy it right now, because you got to get on this email list. Go below the video, get on this email list. And Thursday, because today is Monday, Thursday night, I'm going to send out an offer, and it'll be open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And we begin the training the following Tuesday. We're going to get into concepts. We're going to get into the email list. Email lists are still very effective. It's just no one tells you the things not to do. You'll start an email list. You'll start sending out emails. And then you'll get these yardbirds on there who will jack up your email list. And you don't understand. It's like, wait a minute, my open rates just went down. This is why you got to be very careful with free stuff. Number 1, concept. Number 2, email list. Number 3, traffic, paid or organic. I started my first pure internet business, pure being it was 100% online, 100% online audience. And I created the product through intellectual property. That's how I got down. Everything was through intellectual property creation. All right. So we're going to talk about traffic. Traffic is a huge part. And we're going to talk about payment systems. I'm going to tell you things not to do, so when you set up your payment systems, you don't get in trouble. We're going to talk about testing, and we're going to talk about the holding company and banking, audience, need, and want. So there's going to be 9 sections. We're going to go through this all next week, Tuesday through Friday. Drop all this stuff. It'll be held at Money, Income, and Profit. These will be live classes. So once again, this is why I had to get everybody on the list, because what I can do is email people through the website. So everybody's on it. When I set up, you'll get a link to the webinars. You'll get a link to all that. And I'm thinking entry-level pricing is going to be $2.99 for this. And this is just the first one. This is for that person who wants to start an online business, doesn't know where to go, doesn't know who to trust. It's going to be jam-packed with information, because we're going to talk about the nitty-gritty. Like, well, I was talking about my email list. You've never heard anyone talk about this, because there's this perception that if people like me who are online making money tell you about the bad stuff, then it will diminish my greatness. And I actually think the converse is true. I think talking about these things, educating people on these things, enhance my greatness, because I've been through all of these things. I've had all of these things happen. It's been insane. And each year my money's gone up. So, because one of the things is there's what's called vendor businesses. Like, you'll do Amazon, or you'll do eBay, or you'll go to Instagram and you do certain things. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how, let's say you have grandma's jam recipe. How do you take grandma's jam and put it on the grocery shelf? What's the process between that? How do you take grandma's jam, put it in an online store, and get people to buy it? Once again, concept, email lists, traffic, paid or organic, payment systems, testing. And we're going to do something very different with the holding company strategy, because I've been thinking about it. It's like, well, at times like it's too much for people. At times are like, well, you need to really start. So after this module, because once again, there's going to be several modules. This is why the people who signed up for H undergrad are going to be like doing cartwheels, because there are some people who are paying $150 a month, and at a certain point it's just going to stop because they've paid in full. Well, these people are going to get all of this, and there's going to probably be 10 to 15 modules between $299 and $500 on top of the stuff they already got. So, that's just my way of saying thanks for putting up with the shenanigans. And let's be really clear, because there's some of you who have silently stopped paying. When you cancel your payment plan, I get an email. I've not said anything to anyone. I've not bothered anyone. I was like, you know what? Cool. They're not being served properly. It is what it is. But don't any of you say like, well, I paid. No, you stop paying. You don't get this new stuff. And for people who want to get like some bulk deal, and let me write it down, because this is just the first module. And there'll be many more. And this week I'll talk about how I'm going to set it all up. And I'll probably put out an offer, and it won't be cheap. Let's be really clear. If you're going to get all of this, it's going to be $2,000 to $4,000 up front. But I will explain the value path and stuff like this, because the people. Oh, one more thing. Everyone that signed up for H undergrad, kept their payments up, who's still in the fam, got love for you. We're going to have some one-on-one conversations, because the numbers come down a little bit and it's a little bit more manageable. So my assistant's going to get your phone number, and then, this will be after we get going with the modules, and we're going to start talking about a few things. Once again, it's a thank you for being in the fam, keeping it tight, keeping it right. So there's a lot of things that are coming for the folks who have continued to pay. Now, the folks who stopped paying, I have nothing but love for you, because you signed up the first place. So thank you. But once again, do not email me saying, well, I paid. No. You stopped paying. And honestly, I am really surprised, and I need to give y'all a round of applause, because not that many people really stopped paying. I was really shocked, because I figured it would be more than half. About 25% of the people have opted out or tapped out. So pretty good. All right, so let's see. That's what's going on, and I'm taking notes, because the next module will be the art of holding. And I'm going to, because the thing is, it's got to be live. Everyone can't self-learn. And this is been the biggest barriers, because how can I do this in a manner that serves people but doesn't wear me out? Because there's no way I could talk to everybody who wants to talk to me. I mean, I appreciate the confidence, but I have a hard enough time setting up with the people who are paying me between $150 and $400 a month. They come first. Once again, they come first. They come first. Why would I talk to someone randomly when I got people paying me that I ain't talking to? That makes no sense. None. So we're going to start doing that. And let's get back to, let's make sure that everyone's got, okay. All right, so this I know is under the video. And this, once again, the YouTube notification list. So that is there. Plus there's another link, which I can't find. Because see, the thing is with YouTube, sometimes these links are kind of hidden. I don't know what it is, and then they'll just pop up a day or two later. It is strange. It's just a YouTube thing. But that's what we're getting ready to do. We're getting ready to make some serious moves. Now let's talk about why the decision. I have a ton of training and stuff for people who want to start a side hustle. There's 9 years of that stuff. There's really nothing in the way of, because I'm gonna start another channel, and I will let people know about that channel. And it's going to be about how to do YouTube the way that I do YouTube, which is very unique. Because I have, there was someone I would mention, if I mention his name, he was trying to clown on me, because he's like, yeah, right, dude. You only have 1,500 to 2,000 views per video. Then I screenshotted the money I made last year. I know this, and I also put in a little dig. It's like, I don't have to beg for money to fund my projects. I can fund anything I want. See, there is this big confusion of people who are who do YouTube. You can make money with a lot of views. You can make more money with a targeted audience, like way more money, like 20, 30, 40 times more money. And I'm gonna set that channel up pretty soon. Let's see. We got some questions here. Let me go in here real quick. What's up, Michael? 3MLCL, the Black Zeus, Excalibur. I wasn't really planning on doing any live videos this month. I had that much stuff going on. What's up, Kenny P, Pinpoint Transportation, Anthony Johnson. What's up, Agent J Poole? Josh, crypto may be the future, but cash is still king. Cash is definitely, we're going to talk about that in a minute. Richard Mayfield, what's up? Yeah, man, Agent, you got to have cash because, see, we're going to talk, after we go through this, we're going to talk about that. What's up? Dynamis, Bacchus. Hey, with the web string, how do we gain access to them? On topic, what ratio should a business have between cash and credit? Do you feel this is a good, bad business? What I want you to do, Dynamis, I want you to do this. I want you to go over here. Hold on. And what I want you to do, everybody that is interested in signing up for the first module or signing up for the coming modules, get on this list, because this will separate all of the question answers from the real people. Just get on this list, and I promise you, Thursday or Friday, I will release the full package. This is now that we've got, you don't understand what a chore it's been to get everybody's name in Money, Income, and Profit. It has been a nightmare. So now that's done, we can move on, because we're never going to do that again. Money, Income, and Profit will be the last stop. This will be where all of the deals and stuff come to a conclusion, and we'll just run from here. But get on this list, how to get your online business off the ground. We're going to be talking about stuff that no one else ever talks about. I can promise you this, because I've been in the Facebook groups. The only time that I am introduced to new and unique information is when I get on a plane and I go to a conference, or I pay money for my mastermind. Usually I join a Facebook group. I'm one of the smartest persons in there, if not the smartest person. That doesn't help me grow. So once again, you will be getting stuff here that you will not get anywhere else. All right. So we'll come out of that. And make sure that we are where we need to be. All right. Michael Brown, Cash is King. What's up, Christian Alexander? Joe Problem. Once again, there's a new channel. I'm not talking about it on this channel. There's a reason. And I'll talk about this in the module in online businesses. I can say there's a new channel, and there will be a whole new schematic that will be totally different than what I was doing the first time. I learned a lot from Disruptive Mail. Nope, they don't. 3MLC. What's up, Crep Junkie? Jonathan Russell. Yes, indeed, Pinpoint. We do. I know, Leslie. What's up, Johnny Walton? Thank you, Sky0350. What's up, Julio? Thank you. Oh, man, I have a ton of haters. Good Lord, I have a bunch of haters. What's up, Agent J Poole? Thanks for the $5 super chat. Been on the channel since 2016, and from your free to paid courses, you have increased my life and my game and my business. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. What's up, Anthony Allen? Yeah, because we're going straight into the website thing. What's up, Ernest Dotson? Thanks for the $10 super chat. You have changed my life. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's what we're doing here. We are changing lives. And we are changing what's happening with people's futures. So, Mentor Shelley. All right, Dunamis. If I buy the H, no, don't buy anything right now. I'm gonna tighten it up. I'm gonna have I'm gonna have a bunch of modules already written up. What you're gonna get, and then we can go from there. Don't buy anything. Yeah, those courses are for people who want to start hustles, side hustles. I've gone ahead and put a price on it. I may add some more. Actually, that link is under the YouTube channel. Once again, if you buy any of those courses or any of those bundles, that's all you're getting. That's what I'm saying. You know, if you want to get something, just wait until I send it out. Don't buy anything tonight. What's up, David? The Upstart Development. SM, is this from Erica Williams' IG post? I don't know. I don't follow anybody. I don't even have an Instagram, man. 100K in cash or 800 FICO. We're gonna get into that in a minute. SM. All right, so let's talk about this. This has been going on for about 2 years, where people have been talking about credit is better than cash. Part of that is what I call po folks economics. Once again, po folks economics. Because you see my video, just Google the video, America's Drunk on Credit. If you're trying to live an American lifestyle with an extension of credit, you have bought into the fallacy of poor folks' finances. Now, this isn't to be misconstrued with going out, building business credit, and using that money judiciously to leverage your wealth. This is not it. When people say that credit is better than cash, this is going to be someone with an income under $50,000, or maybe someone with an income under $75,000. And then you have some people with great incomes of 150 to 250 who have bought into the same crap, and they're living paycheck to paycheck. I've said this since 2012, I think. If you're making 100K a year, you have no business having a car note. I don't care if you buy a new car. All you got to do is put some money away for a year, 6 months to a year, and you can pretty much get anything. And I'm talking about $30,000 and $40,000 cars new with cash money. It makes no sense if you're making 100K to have a car note for no longer than, say, a year. I've been saying this, but people, but the thing is, and I think this is one of the things that ticks me off about, quote, the FIRE movement. What they're talking about under the nomenclature of FIRE is things I've been talking about ever since I've been on this YouTube channel. Make more money, manage the money you have very well. That's what I've been talking about for a long, long time. If you're buying into credit is better than cash, more than likely you have a very low income. And once again, middle class income, not upper middle class, but middle class income for a single person, no dependents, is 100K. And 80% of the country don't make 100K single person income. So most of the people in this country are poor, but they seem to live a magnificent lifestyle because they have credit. This is why people are so mercurial about their credit score. I got a 780. I got an 800. I got an 850. I am not impressed. There's, I'm not even going to do any more credit courses. There is so much information. There's so many people to help you. that literally anyone within 6 months to 2 years can have a 780 to 800 credit score if they follow the protocols. Okay. You know how I got this house? Bank statements. I had 12 months bank statements. They only needed 3. They was like, oh, okay. Approved. Bank statements. That a P&L. And what I'm trying to tell you is, and this is why we're going to do the online course development programs, is online businesses changed my life. If it wasn't for YouTube, if it wasn't for that WordPress blog, urbanpackrat.com, I hated that name. I'm glad it's gone. It changed my life. Online businesses have changed my life. I've been selling stuff online since 2000. And it just kind of hit me like, you know, what we're going to do, Hustlers Kung Fu Life Skills is going to stay where it is. Those courses are available to anyone who wants them. If you bought them, they're still there. And we're just going to pimp out money, income, and profit for online businesses. And then I'm going to probably do something special for people who want to do what I'm doing. Because essentially, if you're thinking, let me just go ahead and just give you an instance. Let's say your name is Billy Bob. And Billy Bob, you got a paid off car and you got $25K in the bank. It's just you. You got your own place. Let me tell you what you can do with $25K. True story. For those of you who don't know, I used to own a boarding house. I don't talk about it because that was a horrible experience. One of my running buddies, who was homeless at one point like me, he ended up buying the boarding house that he was in. The guy just walked away from him. He's like, throw some money at me. He got sick. He had all kinds of problems. And the guy was like, I don't have no money. He's like, owner financing. Owner financing, right? Guess how much this house cost him? $25,000. So what he did is he fixed up the house. He created 2 additional rooms. He rented them out. So he would take half the rent and he would pay this guy for the house, and he would take the other half of the rent and live on it. So 18 months later, he had a paid off piece of property that was generating $2,700 per month. See, with the real estate crew, there are people who occupy certain tiers. So the guy who owned the boarding house had a partner who had a boarding house he wanted to get rid of. So he was like, hey man, you want to buy this one? Same deal, same terms. He bought it. So in 48 months, this dude had one boarding house that's worth $25,000, making $2,700 per month. Then he had another house because he had to pay about $50 for this one. He had both of them paid off, and both those houses together was bringing in $6,000 per month. And he lived in one. So 25K can get you a house. 25K can get you a truck. 25K can do a lot. Not 100K, not 50, just 25K in the proper channel. And this is why when I hear someone say, all right, good credit is better than cash, I know you're talking to someone who is poor or they have a poor spirit. Because everybody that I know, like the people I got this house from, the guy who owns he's a multimillionaire. And he and his family moved not too far away into I think it's like a $2 million house. And it's very interesting because he has credit cards, but they pay cash for everything. He drives a BMW, a little fast one. Wife, she drives a Yukon. Just got their kid a Jeep. Cash. Cash. Once again, you're here to hear anyone's talking that yin yang. Look at how they live. Because how they live and who they are will speak very plainly to who they are. Someone's saying credit and leverage. And once again, this isn't to be misconstrued with a solid business credit plan, where this money is like, say you go out and get $2 million in business credit, and then you go out and buy an apartment complex that's 90% leased already. That's a good deal. But you using your credit to buy one house that you live in, and that one house you live in has no cash flow, that's not exactly a good deal. You could do it. You have good credit, but your dollars are not making you any more money. As a matter of fact, if that house is on the bank's asset sheet as a asset, it can't be on your asset sheet as an asset. So this is just funny. I mean, I've been listening to this stuff for 2 years, and what I do, I get petty, right? I start finding people's Facebook pages, Instagram, and I start looking at their lives. None of these people have any remarkable lives. And, people like, well, they're trying to hide. No, they ain't trying to hide nothing. They live it. People forget. People will say one thing on the internet, then you go to their Facebook page and you see something totally different. People are so here today, gone tomorrow. I've told you, I know people in the industry. I know someone, if I mentioned his name, you would know who he was. And this fool lost $1.8 million buying Facebook ads last year because they miscalculated. And I can't tell because we're all in the mastermind group, and it's kind of like Fight Club. There ain't no Fight Club. So I can't really divulge. And this is where they come in and let it all hang out. I'm like, they made me feel real good about myself, because from a net, from a gross percentage, I don't make as much money as they do. But from a net profits, I make more money than 80% of the people in the group from a net profit standpoint. It's very interesting. So it gets funny, but no, don't believe that stuff. Let's see. Oh man, some more people have chimed in. Let's see. Eric Williams, exactly. I've been getting cussed out all week for saying cash is better than credit. You've been cussed out by poor people. Trust me on that. Nate S., I hear a lot of people say credit is better than cash. To me, that never makes sense to me. You're right. The people who said that credit was better was making less. Yeah, look at what they're making. People are drunk on credit. If you took these people's credit cards away from them, they'd be like, they would have withdrawal symptoms. The link's under the video. Thank you, SM. Pretty much Agent J Pool. Josh Barr, in your opinion, what percentage of a person's income should go for a housing and car note? 10%. In my opinion. Let's see. This house is $4,000 a month. I am using 6% of my income to live. Let's talk about that. You hear these appropriate ratios that you should pay like 33 or 35%. No. You should crank your income up to the point where your house is no more than 10% of your income, because that leaves you a lot of money, a lot of economic fuel to put in the businesses to grow. Do not be putting all your money in the house. It makes no sense when you're trying to grow a business. Matter of fact, I'm going to say something that's going to be controversial. If you know in your heart you got a good business model, rent. Do not use your capital or credit to buy a house. Rent. Because let's say you have to rent for 5 years, then your business blow up, then you can go out and buy $1 million, $2 million, $3 million house cash. I think that's a better deal. Those credit card pictures. Everyone wants the Amex Black. Man, Amex is kind of coming off some of their perks, man. Eric Williams, if you ask them what they're going to do with the score, they get mad because they don't know what to do with it. Mentor Shelley, cash is always better. You could buy income producing asset. I learned that a long time ago. Both you and Erica reinforce it. Absolutely. Absolutely. SM, Grant Cardone said, you only need good credit if you're buying something. Or, once again, like my friend, he got an income producing property because the dude, like, all right, let's talk about this. You got to get off the line and go out and start networking with people. Right now, in every county, every city, there was called hard money lenders. They'll loan you money that banks won't touch on these loans because there ain't enough juice in it, but they'll give you 100, 250K for 12% all day long. But see, they usually only deal with people who have a track record and they know you, which means you got to get in the community. You can't be like, hey, I look good. I want that 100. No. They're going to need to know that you actually put some skin in the game. They're going to need to know that you actually bought a house or two or three or four, made money. They ain't just giving this money to rookies and people wet behind the ears. They're going to give it to someone that they can get a referral that, hey, this guy's in the game. He's bought 4 properties. He's struggling a little bit, but he has a solid plan. There's all kinds of money out here. Cream, I know. Protect your neck, buy some bonds. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, this was many years ago, but I'm quite sure deals are still around. What's up, AKW Beats? 3MCL, you have the same philosophy of Myron Golden. Have you read his book, The Ebony Treasure Map? Nope. But sounds like a good dude. What's up, Nate S? Eric Williams, 4 different properties in Detroit. 15,000 rent is 750 rentals. I mean, this is why. Let's talk about this. Now, when I was coming up, I drove around most days in a $2,500 E250 van with a big ass dent in it. That's what I drove around in most of the time because I was going to auctions. I drove my work vehicle. The only time that I climbed out of that stuff is when I went from selling physical stuff to becoming a pure internet person. Because I don't need a vehicle to make money online. But if I was still doing storage auctions, I would have a van and I would have a truck. Because you never know when you see some street money out there. It's just when you become in tune to picking up stuff off the side of the street, doing a little cosmetic rehab, and selling something you got for free for $50, $60, $70, $100, $250. But people don't want to do that because it doesn't sound that good on the gram. Let's see. Cheap houses. We ask folks why they won't buy no money. Pretty much, I agree with that, SM. I am not going to take, oh, no. I've actually toned it down a little bit because when I did that video where the rich people of Atlanta live and I was rolling out of my long driveway, the hate that I got was so hot. So I've kind of toned it down. There will be no pictures of me in the bathtub with any money. I will not be flashing no money because these folks they're kind of dangerous. All right, Anthony Johnson, get that money. Cosmic wisdom, man, it would be interesting to see who still had cars if you asked them if they paid in cash. I'm gonna tell you a little story about that. When I got the X5, and I bought it used, I don't never buy new cars. 2 to 3 years used, all the depreciations come out of it. My X5 is still worth what I paid for it 2 years ago. Guy, because he was giving me the whole, like, you can go to Navy Federal, you could do this and this. I let him go through his spiel. Then once he took a breath, I was like, would you take X off if I pay cash today? Right now, cash money. Went to the bank, got a cashier's check, came back. He called the bank and he's like, in 12 years of me selling cars, you're the second person to do this on a vehicle like this. 12 years. 2 people have paid cash for a luxury vehicle. 2 people. 2. So, to your point, cosmic wisdom, not many. I am not going to be in a tub like Tupac. Kaiser Sosa. I have $25K right now. I'm looking to make moves, but I'm not sure what to do next. 1, sit on your money. 2, start researching. Because, all right, and this is where, let's say you want to get in real estate. With 25K, you can't play in Atlanta unless you go to the hood. Which, if you get in the hood, which is gentrifying, like my East Point house, I bought it for $60. I sold it for $250. Neighborhood was going through gentrification. But to me, if you got 25K, my suggestion would be to you was to leave it in the bank and figure out some type of service business to start, and then try it and see if you can make some money. And once you have a consistent money stream, then throw some more money at that business. Because if you notice, my advice is never to, like, I got 25, I got 50, I got 100K. From an investment standpoint, 25K in an index fund, a mutual fund, ain't really going to do that much. This is why manage the money you make very well and make more money. You can start a business like this. YouTube channel cost me $282 almost 10 years ago. I didn't reinvest any money for 2 years, and that was in camera equipment and stuff. So be real judicious with that. Rock and Roll Diva, when recession hits, credit won't mean a thing. No one will be lending. They'll be lending, but most people won't be able to get it because their ratios will be jacked up. What's up, B. Daniels? I like Grant Cardone. David Duncan, I have a paid off house and 50% of my income goes into a Roth. You doing well, man. Eric Williams, man, I'm buying your Apple 2 years in advance. Reason why I'm buying a home. Essentially, you saw what happened to the property values just on the hint that Amazon was coming to New York. All those people rushed to buy property, and Amazon said, psych! They were upset. The link should be under the video. Tyra Gibson, what would you do with $70,000 and no longer working? Got a condo, $55,000, and a car note. And a car. Are those paid, or do you still owe on the condo in the car? Once again, I will tell you to do the same thing that I told other dude who had 25. Start off with a service business. See, this is the thing with cash. If you're in a position where you have a business that throws off cash, you can do amazing things. But when you get into a point where your cash momentum stops, where you just got a lump of money, you got to be real careful with that. So before you start spending, you need to get some more cash coming in, because as long as you have cash flow, you good to go. This is like, I had a friend. He got, I told him to get a job, but he didn't follow my advice. He got a severance package of $500,000. Then he got unemployment, and he got some other stuff, and he had a lot of Apple stock. So collectively, he was sitting on $1.2 million when he lost when they let him go. And I said, dude, find another job. He said, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. So he did all this stupid crap. He tried to start this, he tried to start that, he wasted money, He didn't pay cash for a car. Unfortunately, he had a stroke. Now last I heard, he had to hide his car because they were looking for it. So 4.5 years ago, or 5, I forget, he had 1.2 million in assets. Now he has liabilities of about 850,000 because he stopped his cash flow. I don't care how much money you have. See, there's no such thing as too much money. Get that in your mind there, because someone was like, I saw this stupid comment like, he's a millionaire. Why he trying to make more money? So let's say you fucked the best pussy you ever had in your life. It was awesome. It was amazing. You ain't gonna fuck no more? That's the same. I'm like, what? You ain't gonna do that no more? What? You can't do that no more because you had the best ever? The people are crazy. I don't care how much money you have. Once you start making money, you get into the framework of making money, you want to make more. It becomes a game. It becomes fun. There should be a link on the video. Let's see. Wow, we got a bunch of folks in here tonight. Myron Golan says the best way to make money is own a system. System stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. I like that. All right, Minna Shelley, I'm getting a truck. 3MC. Myron says middle class people's motto is I got good credit so they can go out and buy a new house. They focus on debt because they want to keep up with the Joneses. It's a sad thing, man. Save in should save, invest, repeat. Our investment group just cut a check to a flipper 6 months for 12%. He has done over 8 flips within our network, and he's only borrowing 50% of the AVR. Like I said, there it is. There's people out there with money. They will throw it at you if you have a record. No. Let me see. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let's see if it's popped up. I don't know why YouTube is just such a hater. YouTube's a hater. Nope, it hadn't popped up. So let's go here. So this is going to be that link should be for the online business coaching. It should be good. Let's go ahead and find the other one, because YouTube's a hater. And this is for let's go hit that. And this is for the YouTube notifications. I will be talking about this more and more, so don't worry. All right. B. Daniels, he wouldn't have to call a bank to verify a cashier check. Actually, that would be untrue. Cashier check fraud has become so rampant that everyone's verifying. So that wasn't a racist move on his part. I know exactly why I was doing it. Because, you know, if you didn't know, cashier's checks, people were printing them up because it takes like 2 to 6 weeks for a cashier's check to clear because it goes through a different clearinghouse. So people were out here writing these cashier's checks. Google it. Just Google it. You'll see what it is. Joe Augustine, I have a new channel. I may send it out to the email list. I may not. Once again, if you were a member of Disruptive Mail, you know where the new channel is because I sent that out. Pretty much. All right, Tyra. Gibson, this is what you do. You want to get into a new job, or you want to start getting some cash flow coming in as fast as possible. And this is why. When you're sitting on cash and you don't have a plan that you can really put it into, it will disappear so quickly. It is ridiculous. So you want to go, once again, don't get into any business ventures. Once again, start a service business, something that you can use your physical labor and get paid. And do that while you're looking for a job. Do not, because here's the thing. Let's say you have 70K. You find a business that you can get into for 25K. Then you got to work. Then you still got bills to pay. So that's going to be another 25K, maybe 30K. And in less than a year, you're almost broke. If that business ain't really caking it, your money's gone. This is why, and this is one of the things I'm going to talk about in the new courses is there's a seasoning process for a business person to go through. And everyone has to go through it. I don't care who you are. Bill Gates had to go. You know, Bill Gates almost, not Bill Gates, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs almost didn't do Apple. He had to go through a process. All right. So, all right, DL, 12K next week, a slow process, but I'm getting there. One of the things about when you learn how to save money, you learn how to keep money. That's a very important skill set to develop. What's up, Lit Life? Thank you. SM, is digital marketing worth starting? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's one of the hottest things going on right now. Don't buy anything. I'm going to change up some stuff because essentially only people who are income metamorphosis, the way I did it was that's going to be the third tier. And I got all the people from H undergrad in there because when I start doing some more stuff, I don't want to have to keep adding people. Don't buy anything. Don't buy anything. Trust me on this, because what I'm going to do with the online classes, they will not be, quote, an income metamorphosis. So that will not be the place to get them. Save, invest, repeat. All funds are getting verified nowadays. This was the last business account I opened. I had to wait several days before I could deposit cash. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Listen to Save, Invest, Repeat. Save, Invest, Repeat, who I think is the first time here, has laid out 2 golden pieces of content in 2 posts. This is stuff that's happening in the real business world, not the make-believe internet world. When I signed up for my last business accounts, I had a Chase credit card, because this is one of the things. So I'm going to do 2 videos, how to keep your Chase card and your American Express card limits up during this next depression that's coming. But when, you know, let's just go ahead and talk about it. If you black and you have a high level of service, you can get that Jew money, you can get that Asian money, you can get that white man money, and you can get that black folks money. Do not limit yourself with this limited thinking, because right now, the people who are providing the best services, people are throwing money at them. I don't care who they are. Like I did a video. I'm not a minority. I don't consider myself a minority. I'm actually going to do this on the new mail channel. When I go to certain places, as soon as I walk in, they're like, "Hey, Mr. Cameron." And they don't do that to everybody that walks in there. It's like, "Oh, hi. Hey, Mr. Cameron." I have 5 places I go. 2 of them are banks. So, "Hey, Mr. Cameron, how you doing?" And I'm looking like this. And people are like, "Who is he?" I even heard the white woman whisper, like, "Who's he?" Do not get that crap in your head. I'm going to leave the hoteps and all that stuff alone. I'm divorcing myself from that. But do not ever say that I can't do this because I'm black, or I got to work twice as hard because I'm. Don't do it. Don't set yourself back. This life is hard enough as it is. 3 MLC getting the sales. The professional colors. I told y'all about that in 2013. Y'all thought I was cracking. Y'all thought I was on crack. Thank you, Cashmatic. It's a learning process. I'm not going to mess with any Forex. Essentially, I know there are people out there who do very well with Forex. I have never done any Forex trading in my life. I've dated someone who did it. I don't know anything about it. So I can't say it's crap. I can't say it's good. I just don't know. Eric Williams, if you got documentation for 3 to 8 months, you can get funding. Over 37 million credit cards and 90 days late. Good Lord, I heard about the cars. But we ain't got no recession coming. People, part of this whole recession thing is they're trying to delay it until after the next election. But I don't think they're going to be able to. I had to distance myself to save for my priority goal. This means no side investments until then. No stock. Yeah, because essentially, if you have liabilities, you should not be investing. If you got 30, 40, 50,000, $100,000 in debt, and your money is split. So you got some money going over here to service this debt plus the associated interest, and then you're trying to invest this a little bit. Just the best investment you can do is to pay off all of these loans and stuff, because the interest is higher than the money you would get from investing. So by paying off loans, you actually increase your wealth. Erica Williams, 89% of my clients are white. Some investors are white. They don't really care, man. It's about that money. Look, let me just go ahead and I'm going to get off this. Remember when I told that story how I met Bobby, and Bobby was racist as the day is long. There ain't no doubt about it. He was racist. And how did I get this racist to submit? We fought economically. See, this is why I don't really subscribe to the Hotep model. I mean, what they want is good. The way they're going about it, I think is bad. I'm out here fighting with fools. We're getting in money fights. It's like my bank can take your bank. No. And I had to learn some hard lessons. I took a lot of L's. I took a lot of L's out there fighting with money. Because see, the storage auction game was like the arena, the Coliseum. You fought this warrior with your dollars. If his dollars were bigger and badder than your dollars, you lost. I did that for 10 years of my life, out there fighting economic battles with white people and winning. You cannot tell me I'm some minority or substance. Please, don't even think like that. I got them off of me by economically fighting. Bobby moseyed over to me one day. We was at an auction. It was me, him, and about 5 or 6 noobs who didn't know anything was going on. And Bobby just moseyed. He's like, "You don't bid against me, I won't bid against you." That was the deal. And I didn't think he was going to do it. I was like, he bullshitting. He's just bullshitting. Unit goes up that he liked. I didn't really like it. And there was like 30 units. I was like, there ain't really no point in fighting. So unit comes up I like. It's a twofer. 2 units by the same person. I get this sucker for like $450. Normally that shit would have cost me $1,200-1,500. He kept his word until I exited the storage auction business. That's how you demand respect. Competition. Not begging, not whining, not hoping. Let's see. Where did we go? AJ pull facts. I can't get a pinch penny out of most black folks, but anybody else throws money my way like I was waiting on you. I mean, there's so much money out there, man. Broderick, that's one of the things we're going to talk about. King G, online personal trainer, still profitable. Everything's profitable. It's just how good you can execute. Thank you, Candace P. Thank you, Johnny Walden, for the 20 bucks. All right, DL giving Erica props. 3MSC, I just watched you ride around in rich Atlanta. Those were not mansions, those were compounds. Man, literally around the corner, Long Island, there's like a castle over there. I'm gonna take the drone up and I'm gonna see if I can get that. Lit Life, what's a profitable skill set to develop within a year? Video. If you can hold a camera, tell a story, edit some videos. Right now, you ever notice, and I want you to think, because this has happened, you ever notice how when a filmmaker creates a YouTube channel, they blow up? Casey Neistat, this guy Matt Diavana went from nothing to 1.1 or 2 million subscribers in 18 months. There was another one, Jay Avaraz. Filmmakers. What do filmmakers know how to do? Tell stories. I don't watch any of these how-to YouTube channels. I watch filmmaker channels. If, you know, you can see this. Things have changed a little bit. SM, what about? No, you need to get rid of them student loans. You need to get rid of those student loans. Excellent short change. Got 30K in attitude money. Awesome. 3M say I put down on Superman. I like you, man. We could be friends. What's up, Randall Riley? Steve Jameson, the FU money. Anthony Johnson, competing is a high for me. I'm so primitive. Yeah, this is one of the things, because I'm going to tell you, compete. In the beginning, you will take some L's. I took a lot of L's. I remember I went home with bad units, no more money. I kept fighting. Brass, 2 people at my job got fired last week. Neither of them had a side hustle or ever wanted to hear about starting one. Wow. That is it. All right. So that's all for tonight. The link should appear under the video after, because once y'all start coming, they should come in. And I will see you guys in the next video. There should be a video tomorrow. I don't know. I have to look at the schedule. So with that, I'll see you guys later. And we'll be talking a little bit more.